is that you do that's so amazing is that you have a whole series of your own indicators. You survey all sorts of industries out there privately that don't get surveyed by the government. What are you seeing from those surveys right now?
In general, they're pretty good. Although I have to say that Dorian hit retailers this past week. So I got to wait and see if the storm didn't hit, but people apparently didn't shop. But aside from that, the surveys are still, pretty high. And I will say that they don't lead. So in terms of the discussion we're having today about recession, they generally look pretty good until a recession hits, and then they don't look good. But right now, they look pretty good.
Now, we are seeing just a little bit of slowdown in some of the government data, manufacturing and so on, contracting, or at least below 50 in the last month's data. What are your senses telling you now as regards where we are in the cycle and whether there's a recession on the horizon?
Yep. So first, we're obviously a decade in the cycle, and our surveys were something like 57, 58 at the strongest period when growth was over 3%. And now they're like 52. And so they have definitely slowed down as the economy has slowed down, as employment has slowed down. But the general indicators that you typically see when a recession's coming aren't there. For example, we don't have a clear bubble like the housing bubble or the tech bubble. In 1990, PEs were 30. Now they're 15 or so. Interest rates would be like 5 or 6%. Now they're 2% or so. So you don't have that. And then before recessions, often you get a big spike in energy prices, which pushes inflation up. And you don't have that. We do have a manufacturing recession, but the rest of the economy so far still seems to be doing fine. The real weakness in the economy is outside the U.S. You have a recession in Germany, probably close to a recession in Japan. China's slowing, and our surveys say for like China and Europe are in the neighborhood of 45, not 52 or 53. So I'm seeing real weakness outside the U.S.